switched off and you want to speak, nobody's going to hear you.
Rob just told me that we can start.
Okay, guys. So basically, welcome. Sorry for the technical issues. Usually, these kind of things don't happen. It's actually the first time when it took like almost 30 minutes to have all the students or all of the people that want to join the class like in the class. So my apologies, and I hope that for the next time it will be better. At least you will know what to do. So I would like to welcome you in this course of the sponsorship strategies that we will be. Okay, we have Rob here. Hi, Rob. Rob? Okay. Anyway, so I'll just continue. We will be having this course for the next 5 weeks. And during these 5 weeks, we will talk more about sponsorship. So basically, before we are going to continue with the phase 1 and with the presentation of the course, I would like to ask you if you had any problems to understand how the virtual campus works. No? Okay. Do you want me to share my screen and go through the virtual campus just to show you some kind of basic things, or everything is clear?
Yeah, I think it's clear.
Okay, that's good. So the only problem was how to join the session. I hope that for the next group sessions we will be fine. So if there is no need to go through the virtual campus, I would like to ask you if you have the possibility to go through the course guide. The course guide is the PDF that where you could find all the information about the course and the next 5 weeks. Did you check it?
Yeah.
Not? Okay, good. Basically, the idea of this session today is just to present the first 2 weeks, because as you could have seen, the course is divided into phase 1 and phase 2. In the phase 1 that we are going to start today, we will speak more about actually what the sponsorship is, who are the main stakeholders, who are actually the parts about the types of sponsorship, who are the main parts involved. We are going to speak a little bit about social corporate responsibility. That would be really interesting. Basically, we are going to have, in the first 2 weeks, we are going to have 2 activities. So it will be quite intensive, I'm not going to lie. It means that today I'm going to send you more instructions about the activity 1. Be careful, because the activity 1, it's divided in 2 different parts. It means, first, the part A, it's about choosing one global sponsorship. I mean, for example, it could be with a club and a brand, let's say FC Barcelona and Nike, let's say Ajax and Adidas. It could be an athlete and his personal sponsorship. So let's say if you are a huge fan of Lionel Messi or Cristiano Ronaldo, their sponsorship deal with Adidas or Nike, or it could be as well, for example, if you are fans of some kind of marathons or some kind of popular running sessions, like maybe New York Marathon and their main sponsor. It's completely up to you. What do you need to do? Analyze this sponsorship agreement. I would like to hear more about it. So who are the main sponsorship, like who are the main stakeholders? What's the purpose of this sponsorship? And I just want to hear like, yeah, it's like money. That's not everything. What are the main objectives for each of the stakeholders? So like if you choose like, for example, Messi and Adidas, I would like to hear like what objectives Adidas has and what objectives Messi could have. That's the first part of the activity 1, and the second part will be to analyze briefly. It's not necessary to go like on a deep analysis, but analyze briefly different types of sponsorship. So we will speak about non-sport sponsorship, about patronage. We will speak about sponsorship linked with a non-government organization, so NGO, etc., etc. There are 4 different types. So it's like if you will dedicate half page for each in the second part, I mean, that's all right. What I'm looking forward is to see not only like, okay, Messi has Adidas as his personal sponsorship, etc. I'm looking forward to receive some kind of information, try to find information for how long, how much. I know it's not always easy to find this kind of information, but it would be great to have it. Okay, that's activity number 1. There are some, during the course, the activity 2 and 4, you will find that you will need to do the individual part, so work on your own, and then we will have some kind of debate forums that will be, sorry?
Oh, no, nothing, sorry.
Okay, okay. So we will have some kind of debate forums associated with the activity 2 and 4. What does it mean? That's group activity. Okay, let's call it a group activity. It means that you will need to participate on the forum and present your own work and comment on the works of your colleagues. Why are we going to do this? I mean, like some of you, as you have already started with the presentation, some of you are working, some of you are playing in a, like some kind of collective sports, some of you are doing individual sports. I'm a former football player. I was playing football for almost 15 years before I messed up my knee. But to work within a team, it's really important. So I mean, like we will have these kind of group activities, so you could share your opinions. All of you will have different kind of knowledge, different kind of different point of view. So it's really, it could be really beneficial for all of us if we could participate in this kind of group debate. So it will even be a part of your evaluation for the activity 2 and 4. Okay. Basically, how we will work. I will be sending you, as I have already started, messages with the instructions. So each and every activity will be explained by me with detailed instructions. And for the next sessions, I will even be sending you some examples. Doesn't mean that you need exactly to copy the examples, but it will be I think it will be helpful because I will share some works of my previous students that were really good, and I think it would be beneficial for you. Well, basically, the phase number 1 has 2 weeks, so as I have mentioned before, it's going to be intense. The phase number 2 will have 3 weeks, and we will have as well 2 activities. And especially in the phase number 2, you will need to be more creative. We will be looking for the activity 3 and 4. It will be more PowerPoint based because you will need to create some kind of presentations. And I think that you will have fun, especially those of you that maybe are doing some kind of triathlons or that are runners. Yeah, I see you, Milan. You will enjoy it because, for example, for the activity number 4, we will have a nice study case about the Garmin triathlon that was held in Barcelona a couple of years ago, and you will have the opportunity to create, to choose a brand that want to sponsor some kind of triathlon race. So basically, the activity 3 and 4 in the phase number 2 will be more creative based, and you will need to be thinking maybe a little bit out of the box, because you will need to work with some kind of basic budget. But as I told you, we will speak about this later. For now, the most important part is focus on the activity 1. Think about sponsorship, like one global sponsorship that you are going to choose, and then try to find examples for each of the 4 different kind of types of sponsorship that you will find. As I told you, today I will send you the detailed instructions. And I think that's it, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Do you have any questions?
Nope.
No.
When do you want it? When do we have? When does it have to be finished?
That's a good question. Deadlines. Obviously, we are going to have different kind of deadlines for the activity 1. The deadline, it's on Sunday. I think it's 19th of November. Okay, just one thing. As you know each other and you are in the same class, I would like you to be really work individually for the individual parts of the assignments, because what I want to see, it's like 9 of the same.
So not too many questions about the triathlon stuff, guys.
Sorry?
I said not too many questions about the triathlon stuff to the guys.
Yeah. No, it's right. I mean, like each of you could choose. Like the thing is that, for example, I'm just going to explain you my previous experience because during this summer I had like a huge group from Nigeria in different. It wasn't sponsorship. It was like sports marketing and management. But they were from the same class. They were like 40. And I received every single assignment. I received like almost 40 identical versions of the same. And I'm not kidding. It's true. It's really true. It happened. I could show you some examples. And, you know, because they were in the same class, they knew each other and they were just working like collectively on the same. They just changed their name. Okay, sometimes they even changed the name. So I just received the same. And it was like, it was from, let's say, Kenneth. And Kenneth even didn't switch the name from his colleague. So it was like from, I don't know, from other guy. So it was like, it was horrible. It was really, really bad. So I just hope that you won't do this. Any more questions?
Okay.
If there are no questions, I'm really looking forward to work with you. Sorry? Kim, do you want to say something? I cannot hear you.
Can we find
I cannot hear you. I still cannot hear you. Okay, maybe.
I think
maybe
someone else is. Can you hear me?
I still cannot hear you.
Okay.
If you could send a WhatsApp with your question to someone that could speak, that would be good.
Okay, I will do that.
Yeah, but now it was crystal clear. I mean, like.
No. Yes.
Could we, Lucas? Hi.
Hi.
Could we do a quick round of feedback on this first session?
All right, it would be great if you want.
Let's see how everybody experiences this session online. The first one. Let's make a round. Maybe Jelle, you can start. You're on the far left.
Well, besides the minor starting issues, I think honestly your Spanish is much better than we expected, or at least or your English is much better than I expected. Because yeah, we heard a bit from you in the introduction lesson, and honestly, yeah, I didn't know if I was able to understand many of it, but you sound just fine. Everything is, yeah, you say everything really clear, and it's good to understand. So I'm really happy with that.
Okay, thank you.
And yeah.
Jamai?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Very good.
Okay, so basically, yeah, it's clear to me. I still have to find my way into the online campus.
Do you want me to go through the online campus and to show you just the basic stuff? Because I was asking at the beginning, but all of your colleagues said like it's crystal clear. So if you want,
yeah, that will be nice for me. But we can also do it just personally or individually.
Up to you. I mean, like once each of you will go through this kind of round of evaluation, those of you that understand the virtual campus, you could go. You are free to go. Those of you that want me to go through it, I could share my screen and I could go through it. So
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Jost? I'm not sure if he's here. Jost, do you want to say something? Maybe
yeah, we have good communication, and we will see. I think everything went good.
Okay.
My part. I'm curious to see how the next college will go.
Yeah, actually, I would like to thank you, especially to you, because like thanks to you, we could have the session.
Yeah, no problem. You're welcome.
Thank you, Kim.
Lekker Joost.
Tuurlijk. Ik deliver.
Not sure if Kim is here or she already left. So maybe Lars, go ahead.
Yeah, I think everything is very clear, and I'm looking forward to the course. So we will see you the next weeks.
Yeah, thank you. Mark.
Mic on. The course guide is clear, and also the instructions in the mail were clear. So I think I can go forward with everything. I know what to do. So
Okay.
I hope it will be good enough.
Yeah, we hope. Thank you. Milan.
Yes, I guess it's quite clear. I mean, I think now the next one, next time we're doing this college, I think will be better because everybody knows right now already how to work with those things. The only question that I have is, I think.
Is he gone?
Yes, he's gone.
Okay. That was a nice question.
Always.
I think that he will join us later again. Thomas, do you want to say something?
For me, it's totally clear. I found my way through the virtual campus, so I think I can start with the first activity.
Okay, great. Rob, do you want to conclude it?
Well, yeah, no, I think this is a great start of a first session. I'm not sure everybody read through the first articles on the online campus.
Mm-hmm.
I was a bit shocked by the white paper. I think it contains 265 pages. So
Yeah,
I think we need some guidance in what is relevant and what's not.
It's like I'm not sure if you saw my my instructions, but the most important, like the book sponsorship handout, the sponsorship handbook.
Yeah.
I already mentioned, like it's like page 1 until 46.
Okay, perfect.
Just the first 2 chapters. I mean, like it's not necessary. Like we will work with it, we will go through it, but like right now, it's not necessary to read it all, obviously. And as always, like during the course, I will be always sending instructions regarding the activities and instructions regarding the lectures. So it's like you will find everything that you need to do and that you need to read.
Good.
And we have Milan back, so it's like you could ask the questions that you wanted to ask.
Yeah, I'm not sure if anybody else already asked it, but for how long do you think about these online colleges will take place?
Do you mean we are finishing right now, so it's like usually it will.
But like normally, well, like usually.
Depends on the questions that you will have. So it's like if everything is clear, if you understand everything, we could do it in 15-20 minutes or even less. And if you have a lot of questions and you have a lot of things to talk about, it could be for a longer time. I mean, like I usually with other groups that I'm having, it's like between 20-30 minutes.
All right, perfect.
Okay, so guys, it was a huge pleasure to meet you. It was great to have you here. I'm happy that we were able to have this kind of session, but because at the beginning I was really scared that we won't manage it. So it's great. You're free to go if you understand the virtual campus. If you want some kind of quick tutorial session on the virtual campus, just stay here and we will go through it. So have a great day, and I'm really looking forward to have you in this course.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Enjoy your day. Bye.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Great.
I will stay with your mic for the
All right.
quick few, of course.
If anybody else wants to stay, that's great.
Yeah,
if everybody.
also just
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just going to share my screen. I'm not sure if you could see my screen right now.
Yeah.
Okay. So basically, actually I will, yeah. So as you could see, this is the basic layout of the virtual campus. You have the course guide here. As you already have seen the video, that actually it wasn't very good, but that's what we have right now. We will try to change it. This is the session that's called tutor instructions. That's where you could find the messages that I'm sending. If you will go in, you cannot post anything here because that's only for me. Or later in the course, another professor, Sinto, will join us. He has vast experience because he was working in like a sponsorship activation manager in Football Club Barcelona. He has like lots of experience with sponsorship. So I think that not the next week, but maybe in 2 weeks, we will have a session just with him. So you could learn a lot from him. So basically in this part, if you sometimes miss something that I'm sending, you could always find it here. Everything will be here, and we will just go, like, you will see a lot of messages, and I will explain everything what we are going to do. So this is tutor instruction sessions. If you have some kind of questions, we have the Q&A forum. I already see that somebody has the yeah, I wasn't able to reply on this one. Now the Yoast, I already replied it, but I think that Milan had some kind of questions like where to find the, yeah. I will reply him later. But you could, if you have some kind of questions, and you want to share it, or you want that your colleagues will see it as well, you could upload it here. If you have some kind of personal comment, or if you have some personal consult just about the activity that you are going to do, you could just send me an email. So this is the Q&A. Then we have the general resources. That's something that you could find only here. I already mentioned there is this ebook, sponsorship handbook. What I mentioned that you need to read right now, it's the page from page 1 until 46. So just the first, I think it should be first 2 or 3 chapters. That's for the phase number 1. And yeah, it's an ebook. But if you will just click on it, you could download it directly as a PDF.
All right.
And then we have some kind of, I will already, like, during this week, I will provide you with more information what you need to read and what you need to go through. Actually, but this article is quite interesting. And even though we are speaking about sponsorship, but sponsorship, it forms a huge part of sports marketing. So it's like, it could be interesting for you to read it. I didn't want to open it, so sorry. So these are the general resources. But then we will have, like, we already did the phase 1, that was like introductory phase. Although not all of you introduced yourself to the forum. So it could be nice where if you could do it right now. Sorry for the noise, but I'm still at home because I have some meetings later. And some of my neighbors are doing some kind of refurbishments, and they are driving me really crazy. Okay, actually we have already 9. So if who didn't introduce yourself, you could do it. And then if you will click on phase 1, it will scroll down, and now this is everything that we will go through the phase 1. You could see the theoretical resources for the phase 1. Right now it seems like a lot. During this week, I will be sending you instructions, what to read, what you need to see, because there will be like I will explain it later, but you will find different kind of sources.
So right now only we can only see the phase 1 stuff.
You could see, I think, the phase 2 as well. No, you cannot. Until 25th of November, it's hidden.
All right, cool.
Why? Because it could be distraction. It could be distraction for you. I mean,
yeah, all right.
Because there are always like some students that feel like they need to do everything right now, and it's, you know, for the purpose of the course, I would rather go step by step. So you could go and learn, like learning by doing, and learning the stuff that we will go through, and just don't skip the things. So at the beginning, like you could see right now, just the phase number 1. I will be explaining the materials that you need to go through, because we will have like some PDFs, we will have some short articles, we will have some study cases, and some videos. So that's one thing. And then you could see the activity 1. If we will click on the activity 1, you could directly go inside and you will find the instructions. the instructions, you could find it. You could find them here. And as always, I will be providing some kind of more instructions, and I will always give you some hints and guidelines that could help you. What's really important, if you will go a little bit down, if you will scroll down, you could find a rubric. It's evaluation rubric. So it could be these are the main things that we are going to evaluate. All right.
Where are you right now at the moment?
Okay, so I will just go to the main page. In the phase 1, you could find activity 1. If you will click on it, it's called What is Sponsorship.
Yeah,
you could find everything about the activity, the part A, the part B. And if you will scroll down, still scroll down, you could find...
I think your... what we can see about your computer is just standing on the same page, I guess. Right now.
Okay. Then I need to check the basic layout of it, and maybe you don't have the access to it, but I will check it later.
I cannot see it.
You can see it, or you can?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, if you can, that's good.
Oh, right now it's moving. Yeah, right now it's moving.
Yeah. So basically, it's like it's something that should be like it should be helping you, because for each activity you will find this kind of rubric, and we will be evaluating the activities based on this. So what does it mean for you? It means that it could be something that could help you. Obviously, as I was mentioning, if you will, for example, for the non-sport sponsorship, and you will describe it in 2-3 sentences, that's not enough. That will be insufficient. All right?
Yeah.
Okay. And basically like this, the whole course will be working. That's activity 1. Then we have theoretical resources for the activity 2 that I will be always explaining. I will be always sending you the links on it. And in the activity 2, I was mentioning it before, you could find, this is the individual part, okay? And below, with this kind of icon, it means that that's the debate. That's something that you need to participate. For the activity 2, during the next week, because the deadline for this activity will be on the date's 13, so it's on 26, if I'm not mistaken. Activity 2 will be on 26th. I will open this kind of forum, and you could start to upload your own activity 2, so the individual part, and provide a brief description, like, okay, I was writing about this and this and this, and then wait on your colleagues. And it's stated here like 3 strengths and 3 weaknesses. I mean, like, it's not necessary to state like 3 weaknesses, but it would be nice if you could like mention what you liked about the work of your colleague and what you didn't like. It's not necessary to do this with every single work of your colleagues, but maybe you could pick up 2 or 3, and that's all right. Okay?
Yeah.
But as well, I will explain it later. And basically, this is the whole modus operandi of the course. So it's like you will find always some theoretical resources, you will find the activity, and that's it. On the right side, if you could see my mouse or my icon right now, it's like you have the progress bar. What does it mean? It means that if you will post something, if you will upload your activity, it should turn green.
All right.
Okay?
Yeah.
So for those of you that, for example, posted on the forum and introduced themselves, they should have it in green. Then we have the calendar, so we will find the deadlines. You could see the deadline for the activity 1, 19th of November, activity 2, 26th. And then if we will go below, in this part of administration, most of the parts are not for you, but the one that would be useful is the part of the grades. If we will click on it. Okay, you will not find the grades of everyone. That's just for me, obviously. What you will find, it's called user report.
Yeah.
So you will find this. for each activity, except of the debate forums, because I will not providing evaluation for this. But you will find the evaluation for the activity. So you will just find my feedback over here and your grade. And I think that's it. There is nothing more.
All right, clear, I guess.
How do you feel about this? Okay, I will stop sharing my screen because we are going to get mad. How do you find it now? Do you think it's clear?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's clear.
If when we have a question, we can always contact you, right?
Yeah, exactly. Like if you have some kind of doubts, it's not necessary to use only the forum. You could just send me an email. My email is lucas.dorda@.
Yeah, you can see it on the right.
Yeah, you could see it.
And if you want feedback, we can send our concepts as well.
What do you mean? Like if you are not sure?
Conceptual version, like if I make a.
Yeah, I mean that's all right. If you are unsure about your work, you could just send it before, and I could go through it just briefly, and I will tell you like maybe you could add something. Yeah, you could do it.
Okay. Perfect.
More questions? Rob, do you want to add something? I'm not sure if he wants to add something, but
I'm sure you do.
Yeah, I think that he wants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. Where can we find the online or the recorded versions of these sessions?
Yeah, no worries. I will right now when I will stop the broadcast, I will just send the link. I will upload it. It will be on YouTube. It's like on my personal channel, but yeah, no worries. It's like only people from the Cruyff Institute and who you will share this link can see. But
it's
sorry.
So just only on the mail or also on the online campus?
I will put it into the online campus right now.
All right, perfect.
Like you will find it in the look. I will again start to share my screen. So basically what I'm going to do, give me a second. What I'm going to do with the link is this. In the section of tutor instructions,
yep.
In this one, phase 1 tutorial session link, I will just reply on my previous comment and you will find it over here. But you will receive it as an email, but if you won't receive it or if you just get lost it or whatever, it's like in the next 5-10 minutes, I will upload it and you will find it over here.
You should add a nice name like We Faced Adversity.
No, sorry, I missed it. The link to what?
Yes.
Link to this session.
Okay.
Like the link with this, because I was recording it. So if you weren't smiling all the time, you will look grumpy.
Okay.
It's Monday morning, guys.
Yeah, it's Monday morning actually. It's quite hard. So that's it. Okay, one more thing. One more thing that I didn't mention, but I will start to share my screen once again. It's important. It's this one. If you will go again to the main page of the virtual campus, below the tutors, you could find something that's tutorial meeting schedule. If you will open it, you could see the meetings that we will have. We will always do the group meetings. I think that you will have some on-campus meetings with Rob, but I'm not sure. Maybe Rob could say more about this.
Yeah, it's scheduled.
Yeah. All right. So basically,
can I ask a question to Rob fast?
Yeah.
Staat die gewoon in ons rooster of moeten we die ergens anders vinden, die lessen?
I have no idea what you said. So.
Oh no, I asked Rob, where can we find lessons?
So it's on the if you click on the tutorial meeting schedule.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you will click on the tutorial meeting schedule, you will find like those are the days that we will have. Yeah, so it's like.
No, I understand that, but you just asked Rob if we had some meetings at our school, right? You just asked him.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Maybe Rob could explain it better because, like, what was my understanding that most probably you will have some, or you could have some sessions, but.
Yeah, that's correct. There are two Mondays missing in the schedule, which is on the virtual campus.
Okay.
And those Mondays will fill in on campus. At
Okay.
the university.
So
So
I will
which
just
think it's,
I will add it. I will add it over here, and I will put it here, so we will have like.
Yeah. 27 and 11. Yeah.
Okay, so
Okay,
it will be
perfect.
27 and 11 of December. Great. So it's like next Monday at 10:30 we will have another session. It will be like we could speak about a little bit about your difficulties that you had during the activity 1, and I will be presenting the activity number 2. And I think that's it that's everything. So guys, huge pleasure. And looking forward to work with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See you soon.
Good session. Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye bye. Have a good day.
Uh,
Bye.